This coming weekend is Move Up, which is pretty exciting. I feel like we've laid the groundwork for a good move up. I don't know how your leaders felt in Mason out there, but I know leaders in Oakley are really excited about not wanting to return the kids back to Area 56. They fell in love with them so much. So I'm excited that we're really ready for Move Up this year. All right, so for Move Up Day, we're going to play the recap video again, just to sort of let incoming kids know what a year in CSM might look like. So that's kind of awesome. The next thing we're going to do is the teaching is literally just CSM 101. And the truth is that I think that there are kids in the room who don't know the answers to some of these questions. We're going to have photos that are going to show who the staff is. We're going to remind them these are the only people who get paid. There's going to be service leaders on the screen. We're going to remind them who the ones are for different services. Then we're going to have pod leaders in the room stand up, remind them once again, these people don't get paid to do it. They're just doing it because they love you. So the whole thing is just sort of like context for how things work in CSM. I'm about this close to being finished writing the script for this weekend. So, and you don't have to follow it exactly, but it gives you an idea of how it can be humorous. But the whole point is to just convey where things are. Like if they have to go to the bathroom, where is the bathroom located, and when is a good time to go? Probably not in the middle of the teaching. Probably even before or after the service, but during an emergency, where are they located? So that kind of stuff is what we'd like you to convey, is just the basics of how CSM functions. The other thing that we're going to point out during that is that you really should choose a service and choose a pod and stick with it. Bouncing around, we actually name it like don't be a service whore or don't be a pod slut. But basically, those kinds of things, like telling them this is how it works and it isn't viewed well if you do it differently. So we're going to give them context for both like socially how the room works, and we're going to give them context for like literally the logistics, where bathrooms are, who staff is, what are service leaders, that kind of stuff. The script will be posted at the bottom of the beat sheet. It just isn't there yet. It should be by tomorrow. Mason, I'm writing it Oakley slanted because there are 3 out of the 4 services are Oakley. You'll just need to make slight adjustments on where bathrooms are or what part of it that you use or don't use. I actually think that it would be a good week for service leaders to be the one doing the talk, not choosing someone else, because they need to know who their service leaders are. All right. Then when they get into pod time, this is just a time for pods to gel. This is especially slanted for these incoming 7th graders to connect, but the truth is we're realizing not all current pods have taken care of this business. So make sure that everybody has each other's phone numbers. Name your pod. If you don't have a pod yet, or a pod name yet, or if you have a name and you want to change it, this would be a good time. So decide what your pod name is. Talk about what's some of your favorite things to do and plan a summer pod activity, something you're going to do together this summer. So even for current pods, that's something you need to do. Getting together over the summer is going to be really important. So that's it. That's the weekend. There is not any specific Jesus theme this weekend. It's all about how do things function in CSM, but we think setting up these rules creates better community. It creates a safe place for people to open up in the following weeks, because the summer is going to be super Bible heavy as we kick into Bible or Jersey Shore, which is going to be the craziest stories you've ever heard from the Bible. So we're going to be gearing up for lots of Bible over the summer, but this weekend is all about how do we function in CSM. All right, that should be up and running, full pod sheet by tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.